Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Boy, when I tell you, I have been excited for this Silesia Diamond League since the beginning because one thing I noticed from the offset was that we will be getting phenomenal times and phenomenal performances. And it started off with the hurdles. And boy, when I tell you, I was just hoping and praying. And I'm like, Foot, may I beg you all up? May I beg you all up for the finals? Come on, once you come out and dust some girl. And you know what I was saying, trackies? Me I say, all them Akira, all them Daniel. That's literally what I was saying throughout the entire race. So what happened? Well, the women's 100 meters. Let's get to what happened before we got to the women's 100-meter hurdles finals, right? So first, they started off with the heat. Now I've been talking about this that how the women's 100-meter hurdles are going right now, you can literally make two finals. Like if you all go back and listen to my videos talking about the women's 100-meter hurdles all season, I've been saying by the time they get run a Paris, a two finals them can make. Unfortunately, some really phenomenal women will not be able to make it into the finals, but that no means say them no good. And literally, they had said lineup here in the heats. I was looking at the heats and I was thinking to myself, the silver medalist from the Olympic Games, is it silver? No, the bronze medalist from the Olympic Games pulled out. That is Jasmine Camacho Queen. But still, even with her pulling out, there they had a really high caliber field or two high caliber fields from the heats come straight back. So in heat one, we had Daniel Williams come up and she started things off phenomenal for Jamaica in the hurdles. And she took her heat run, running at 12.37 seconds, season's best. Great start. Now, Daniel Williams has been getting those great starts all season, but the concern has been how she ends her race. Well, guess what? She powered through quite strongly and held form. And as I said, technique execution was there from the start to the end, and she run that heat running at 12.37 seconds. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, this is setting up nicely for the finals. I want these girls to replicate in the finals. Now, unfortunately, Yannick Thompson or other Jamaican went down in this heat, seemingly injured in the race. So I'm praying, that she seeks attention as soon as possible so that we can see her back on track as soon as possible as well. Because we all know this is a job for these athletes. So when they're not able to perform, they're not making any money, right? So with that being said, Daniel Williams through to the finals, and I'm like, all right, Akira is coming up next. And track is she did not disappoint. Now I talked about her in the last, race she ran, and I thought, okay, the start isn't giving me the type of aggression that I want to see from Ackera Nugent in her start. Girl went back home and said, look here, look in the mirror and show me aggressive. That is literally what she did. She went back and she came back this time around, and the start was fire. She made sure that she was getting up out of the blocks immediately, even ahead of everybody else as far as I'm concerned. And I'm like, yes, girl, that is it. So she sets a meeting record from in the heat, running 12.30 seconds. I'm like, wow, girl is on fire. However, after the race, look here. She was hopping, visibly in pain, even when she was holding the meeting record, sign. I was like, oh God, Akira, I'm praying. One more race, just one more race. I'm praying, the foot holds up. And track is the foot held up and then some. As I said, I was screaming throughout the race, who are them? Who are them? That's literally what I was saying to how excited I was. So in the finals now for the women's 100-meter hurdles, as I said, we had two participants because our third athlete didn't make it in, but that's fine given again the fact that the women right now are killing it. So separate apart from her, being injured, and we're wishing her all the best. To not make it into the finals for one of these type of races, track is not necessarily a bad thing. Cause everybody just dip on fire right now this season, right? So back to the finals, right? Where the Olympic champion was now here, as well as the silver medalist was also in the lineup. And track is, let me tell you something, the Olympic champion barely made it into the actual finals. That's just how awesome everybody was running. And Akera Nugent came out in that finals and did her damage again. Actually, herself and Daniel Williams got fantastic starts, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to see them both get good starts and also execute through the entire race, right? Now, Akera Nugent runs another meeting record, 12.29 seconds. I'm like, wow. Wow, 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 girl. I have been waiting to see you, unleash onto these girls and show them that you can be number one, and what happened in Paris will not be the story for how you will be looking going forward. And I'm glad she's come back and show that, yeah, that the 12 20 8 that she ran at the Jamaican trials was no fluke. And actually, given how she looked as well, and this was done in a negative wind, might I add, negative 0.5 meters per second wind. Just imagine if she did get one of them Fred Curly 1.9 meters per second wind when we did see back of Fred Curly in the men's 100 meters. Just imagine if she got one of those things, yeah? But also, as I was saying, I don't think she's at her absolute best because, as I said, her speed is to die for. She is lethal. Her speed is lethal. And I don't think we've really seen it absolutely just yet. I mean, I think we saw signs of it at the trials, to be fair. But since then, I don't think we've really seen it. And I'm just dying to see, as the seasons come, her really unleash, because I'm telling you, this girl is gonna run some crazy times. Now, Grace Stark was second in this race, and she ran at 12.27 not 37 seconds, and Daniel Williams was third. She ran at 12.38, so just 1/100th of a second shy from the time she ran in the heat, which was a season's best. So pretty consistent running, you would say, from Daniel Williams. Not anything to complain about. The Olympic champion was fourth, 12.40, and this silver medalist was sixth, 12.47. So yeah, really fast running here. Something interesting of note that happened in the race: Akera Nugent was seemingly going so fast that the photo finish didn't even capture her. Yes, literally the photo finish camera, on inception when they were announcing the results, there was no Akira in the race. The winner was actually Grace Stark, and then the second was Daniel Williams, third was Masai Russell. I was looking at it and I'm like, huh? What's going on here? But it's not the first time I've seen something like this where it happens where the photo finish doesn't capture an athlete. So I don't want anybody to be, going crazy in the comments and saying, seed, all right. Y'all need to keep those, thoughts away, from what happened here. It's not the first time I've seen it, but I just thought it was interesting to highlight that, yeah, she was moving. Girl was moving, and for one reason or another, the photo finish did not capture her. So yeah, that is what happened in the women's 100-meter hurdles. I'm so excited seeing our hurdlers do, damage, not only as, women, but also the men as well. I want to touch on some more events that, happened as well. Let's talk about the women's 400-meter hurdles, where Jamaica finished third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, right? So yeah, we have some real world class hurdlers, and they're all running really well in the hurdles right now. So Femke Ball took the win. Paris was here. She finished second. Did try to challenge Femke Ball, but Femke Ball, proved the stronger athlete at the end. She ran a 52.88, seemingly holding that now, between third, second position in the world right now, unfortunately, which means that it shoves down our Jamaican Rachel Clayton until she's able to fix that, finishing phase of her race. Rachel Clayton had a blazing start as usual. As I said, I wouldn't necessarily fix that. I would, worry about what happens at the end of her race. So she ran a 53.11. And then Cheyenne Salmon, really having a great season especially towards the end of the year, right? Runs a 53.15, just 2/100th of a second shy from her personal best. Genevieve Russell runs a 53.59, and Anjanette Knight runs a 53.68, which is a season's best for her. So really great running from the Jamaicans. They were all there in the thick of things, towards maybe the last 2-3 hurdles, and unfortunately faded a bit, based on where how well Femke Ball was running, and of course Anna Cockrell. But still, these are great signs for these athletes to work on or to use to propel them into the next race, hopefully, and to have better performances. Or at least, if there's no further races for them, for the rest of the season, then we see them in 2025 and build on this. You know what I mean? Also, another race that happened as well is the men's 400-meter hurdles, where we had Rashawn Clark and Jahil Hyde here. Rashawn was fourth. Now, he ran a season's best. No, sorry, he ran 47.74 seconds for that clock in, or for that fourth place. Carson Warholm took the win, 46.95. In second place was Clement Ducas from France. He ran a PB 47.42. And Abrahama Samba ran 47.69 for third. Jahil Hyde was ninth. He ran 50.57 seconds. All right, so track that is it right now when it comes to the events that are currently or at least have been completed. Now I will be giving you another video with some more results after this. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.